Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you for tuning into your general read. For the main read, I saw the website, so I just gotta remember how to say it. The Lima, or the Lama. The Lama or the Lima is how it's said. It means intention, I believe, or will. I want to say Greek, but is it Greek or is it like... I can't think of the base language that this comes from. But that's what the meaning is supposed to be in the base language, according to the site. The Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish, or the Oracle Cards. One day, I can't seem to bring it to the forefront about what language... My mother had to learn this language? I can't. Yes? Up there. That's curious. Let's see how that goes. Alright, Sagittarius. Now, I'm getting like there's burdens here in this situation, but it feels like it's not like something it's not in the forefront of your mind here. So I'll say I do see the Ten of Wands here at the top. And it's a burdensome situation, but I don't feel it's at the forefront of your thoughts. Like, I don't think you think about the situation constantly. Maybe not, maybe like, I don't know. I feel like it just kind of floats in and out. And it's a little burdensome, but you might not stick with it too long with the thought, because it's one of those things where I feel like, what can you really do about it? And I'm looking at the past, and I feel this is really curious. You got two face-down cards in your whole reading. They're both in the past. And I'm getting it's something you may have thought about, but it's not something you think about often. I feel like something about the past has yet to be discovered. Something about the why and bringing something forward. Let's put the two cards up. There's Ace of Swords and the Glamour. This is the past. This is face down. Somebody came through very strong to you. And I'm getting there's a false... I don't want to say it's a false front, but I feel like... was it a false front? I'm getting partially a false front. I'm getting... Somebody cut ties with you. But I don't feel like they actually came forward with the why. I don't feel like they told you exactly why they cut the ties with you. I'm getting somebody got really upset with you, except they didn't, like, I just feel like they cut ties instead of dealing with it. But the glamour here is like it's like they wanted to end on good terms. I'm not sure if that really happened that way. It's going to depend on how you look back at it. Because I'm feeling burdens on your side because I feel like you're confused about why. Partially, I feel like you've been trying to fill in the spots here. I don't know if that's been working for you. Only in the sense of like, I'm getting like somebody cut ties, but it's the Ace of Swords. And I'm getting like there's more here to come. I don't feel like this is over. Now, ironically, I see this other person cutting ties. I'm getting the glamour, like they're really not telling you what they're upset about, but I'm also seeing this is face down because I feel like this goes dormant. It's something from the past you think about once in a while, but I don't feel like it doesn't weigh down your thoughts. It's not like holding you down. And on the other side, I'm seeing right below these cards is the Knight of Cups. I'm feeling this person still cares, still has feelings for you. It feels more friendship-oriented, I have to be honest with you. They still like you, it's just, it's almost like they had to take back their cup, and they wanted to go away with it, but I feel like they're still holding feelings for you, too. I don't really know if there was a misunderstanding here. I feel like something went wrong, there was a problem. They didn't feel like they should or could bring it forward. I don't know if they didn't feel they should or didn't feel they could. One of the two. And they walked away. They wanted to take their cup and walk away. Like they could just bring it back. They're just like, I feel like they had emotional connections with you, and they got really upset about something, and they just didn't feel like they should or could bring it forward, so they just wanted to take back that cup, cut ties, and move on. But I'm noticing it's the Knight of Cups. And the thing is, when they give a cup to somebody, they can try to take it back, but it's like that cup is always going to have that flavor. So I don't feel like they were successfully able to do that. I feel like they thought they did, but it didn't seem to work out the way they thought it was going to. The problem I see coming is like something seems to be bringing the air, or like something's bringing the situation back around. And I'm getting like resolution should happen. It seems to be important for both sides. Because I'm getting right in the center, and this is right below the Ten of Wands. Like, this seems to be coming around again. And I'm getting, like, you're kind of stressed a little bit about this, because I'm getting your emotional connection to this person was pretty strong at the time. And then they cut ties, and it left you wondering why. And I feel like there's a lot of upset on your side. But I'm getting, when it comes back around, I don't feel like it's holding you down again. I feel like the Ten of Wands is saying, you're nervous, like I don't want to end up liking this person again, to repeat what already happened. It's almost like you're more afraid of like going through the same thing because you didn't see that coming. You didn't see that disconnect coming, and when it happened, I feel like it really upset you, and that was the burden part. And you're just kind of like, this person's coming back around, the situation seems to be coming back around, and you're not really sure you want to get involved with this again due to how much it hurt the last time here when that disconnect came. Is that true? Okay. But in the center, you do have the Star card, the Hope card. I feel it's a lot... When I see the Star, I feel that there's a lot of hope that comes in with this. I feel there's a lot of good energy that comes in with possibility. It's almost like the universe is lining things up for you to make things go well, but you definitely have to do your part. It's almost like this card to me, especially in this reading, is saying everything is coming together for you to have this chance, for everything to go well, but it's definitely like participation is necessary. Like, it's not going to just happen on its own. You definitely have to engage and make it happen. Now, I'm seeing what comes forward. Very interesting. Because I'm feeling the other side come towards you. And I'm seeing two cards. I'm seeing Grace and the King of Swords. I'm getting the face of this guy on this card, I have to say. I don't think it's supposed to be that way, but maybe it is. I don't know. If you can see his face, if I can hold my hands still, he looks very like he's pouting to me. This looks very pouty to me. I don't know if he's supposed to, but that just seems the way I see it. I don't know why. It's almost like he's trying to bring in change, is what I'm getting. He's bringing in communication. I feel like he's finally bringing forward what was wrong from the past. But the Grace is here with the King. So I feel like they're trying to make a big point here. Like, he's not coming forth in a warlike effort. He's coming forward in like a treaty, like, this is what didn't work, this is why the past happened. I feel like he's coming forth with explanations, with reason. It's one of those things where it feels like it's like the groundwork, like, can a bridge be rebuilt? Can a bridge be rebuilt? And I feel like this person comes forward with the King of Swords energy, very smart, very intelligent, very honest, but peace-like, and just kind of like, is there a way to correct the situation? It's just like, is there a way? It's not like what needs to be done, what steps need to be taken. It's like, is there a way? What ways are possible, and should this happen? And I'm getting a lot of grace on this side, but I'm also getting a lot of honesty about why. Now, I'm also seeing on your side, at the same time, the Friendship card pop up. And I feel like this is really a strange moment for you. Because it's almost like the friendship is just as it was. But you know, it's like you're very well aware of what has happened, but it feels like it was. And it's really like you're not sure what to do with it. Because it feels like the friendship never ended. It's almost like emotions you thought that passed on or that were no longer alive, I guess you would say. I just feel like you thought this situation passed on and that when you came in contact with this person, because I'm seeing like a face-to-face interaction, you're kind of shocked that like it's like the relationship is still what it was. But you're looking at it like, but that history is still here. I don't know. Like, you're almost kind of a little baffled. Like, how can that still be here? I do see also right next to it, I have to be honest, the Seven of Wands. Because it's like, I feel like this is really perplexing. This is hard. Because that connection with this person is still there. You still want to feel the way you felt. You just want to pick it up where it left off. But you're very well aware. It's in your thoughts. Like, you know, it's been a long time. And that was a hard cut. It was a hard cut and just walking away. This person walked away. They are telling you why. They are telling you what happened. And it's not so much about the problem and what it was. It's just how it ended. And how it just, like, this other person went flat out cold on you is what I'm getting. Flat out cold. Just like, I'm done. I can't deal with you anymore. I can't look at you. They just wanted to step right out of your life like, I don't exist. And they did that to you, and it's been a while. I feel like it's been a notable amount of time. And you're just kind of like, what if I get used to this person again, and I get really comfortable again, and then they do that again. But I feel like, but you're in between. You're like, but I'm still feeling this connection to this person. If they walked away right now, it would actually affect me right now. So it's kind of like, should I step off and walk away and just all of a sudden here I'm going to feel that hurt again, or do I stay in it and just have that nervousness about when could it happen again? Because I feel like you're trying to think it out, like, how can I make this situation so I don't repeat what I've already done? Because it was really hard the last time it happened for you, and you're like, I don't want that to happen again, and I don't know what to do about this. I don't know what to do about this. Ironically, what I'm seeing when you two come together in the future, even though you're having this defensive, warranted, but defensive, it's warranted, you're still coming together, and I feel like you can't seem to help yourself. You just seem to re-engage, with the situation. The Lover's card is happening between you and this person. And I feel like you just, that camaraderie or that common whatever line you have with this person is really, it's like it never went away. But it's like your thoughts are like, I know what happened here, but your emotions are like, but this person just fits for me. This person fits so well for me. And I just feel like you're in this two thought moment. Like, this person fits so well, and I love being around this person. But this other side's like, yeah, but they get upset, you're just gonna go cold. They're gonna be vacant. They're just gonna ghost you, flat out ghost you. The question is here, is this the only person that's done this to you in the past, or is this a pattern with other people? Like, has this repeated with multiple different people, or is this just something that happened with this person only? Because I feel like you need to, like, is it this person, and is this something this person does only, or have other people ghosted you the same way in the past? Has this happened with other people? Because I feel like you need to identify, like, is it a certain type of person you're attracted to, or is it this person and the way that they run their life? Because I'm getting, as you go forward with this person, I'm getting creativity. I'm getting, like, there's a really good growing bond, and I feel like this person also is kind of in the same boat. It feels a little different, because I feel like they're re-engaging in this situation, but they're also kind of like, yes, we don't want a repeat of what happened. I feel like this person also doesn't want to repeat what happened, but they seem to connect to it differently. I'm getting you're coming to it like, I don't want this to be a cycle where we just keep repeating and repeating this because I don't like this. The other side seems to be like, I don't want this to repeat because I swear to God, if this repeats again, I am definitely done. And it's a weird feeling because you both seem to be resolution oriented, but I feel like you're both caught in your own patterns, to be fair. I feel like this person on this side is kind of like, if this doesn't work again, I'm done. I'm just flat out done. I'm not doing it again. But I'm going to give this a chance because this person means a lot to me. But you seem to come in at a different angle, like, I can't seem to help myself. I just have to let this person back in because my heart is so pulled towards them. They just feel so good in my life. But I don't want to do this over and over and over and over again. So how do I stop this from repeating over and over and over again? But that seems like you're both still in your patterns. You're both still in your patterns. And the thing is, I feel like this side, the other person needs to realize that it could be a repeating pattern. And that needs to not happen. Like, that's, like, they need to be aware of that. Because I feel like if they connect to this situation in the sense of, like, they don't want to repeat it because it could end up being a pattern where they just keep coming back. And I feel like that greatly would change. Like, if they can get in that mindset to where they could end up repeating this, I feel like they're more likely to resolve it because it seems like the repeat is more a thing for them. Like, they when they end something, they feel like it's done. So it shouldn't repeat. But I feel like they need to realize, especially the situation with you, this is a repeat. And I feel like the universe is trying to tell this other person, maybe you don't usually repeat this situation with the same person, but you repeat this situation with different people. And I feel like the universe is trying to make a highlight in this other person's life, trying to show it to them. And I feel like on your side, like, they're trying to bring forth also a pattern. It's like some similar pattern, because it seems like the two of you are playing out your own patterns, and they're trying to bring forth, like, hey, you have this repeating thing. Does this happen with other people, or is it just this person? Because if it's with other people, this keeps happening. You have a pattern too, and you need to realize one of these times it's going to be the last time. Like, is it something where you have to cut ties with people like that? Can you do that? Or, like, what is setting up this pattern? Is it the type of people you're going around? Or is this, like, does something seem to escalate to a certain point, it gets too much, and then it just kind of, like, it's almost like the circuits fry. And then it takes a while for the circuit board to be fixed. And then when it's fixed, it comes back to life. But, like, does it get too intense and then it fries out? Like, what is happening there? I'm trying to connect into your side more, like, what pattern they're trying to identify. But I'm getting, it's like, you're in some type of cycle, and it feels like for the majority of this really hits with, it's happening with more than one person, and they're trying to point out to you that, you know, you need to identify each time, like, if there's, like, say there's a friend, a lover, maybe even family members, where it's kind of like you get really close, and then it's just kind of like, phew, they ghost you. What is happening? Like, when it's good, why is it good? When it goes bad, like, what is happening just before they cut you off? What is happening just before it seems like they just ditch? Because I feel like the most of you, it's a pattern with different people. Like, this pattern is repeating with different people. You keep coming around people who ghost you. And they're like, what is happening just before that moment where they cut ties? Like, it seems like 2 to 3 months before something seems to be happening. What is happening? And I feel like both of you are here to help each other. I feel like this is a good friendship. You both have patterns going on, but it's almost like you have to highlight for each other what you're doing. There has to be, like, I feel like that's how this is coming together. Like, you're highlighting for each other. Like, okay, well, I don't understand what's going on. And the other person's like, well, I know what's going on. And they tell you, and you're like, and then they're like, well, now that we figured out some of yours, like, I don't know what's going on with mine. And you're like, well, here's what's going on with yours, because this is how it felt, and this is what I saw. Like, I feel like you're not coming at each other like, not like daggers, but you're just kind of like, it's like you're both sitting there going, I keep going through these problems, and I don't know why. And you're both on each other's receiving end, and you're like, well, this is what I see going on. This is what it felt like for me. This is what I saw. And, like, you're helping each other. Like, you're helping each other with each other's patterns. Like, this feels really good to me in the sense of, like, this is the creativity. This could go well. You both have patterns. And you're both helping each other. It's almost like a sibling thing in a sense. Like, you both know you're doing things that aren't working for yourselves. You just can't see what exactly it is the problem, and the other one can see the other's hindrances. So, but you're like kind enough or trusting enough to each other to really trade that back and forth to like really try to work it out. I think that's good. I think this works. It's really, when it gets into this part, it feels intense to me. But that Lover's card, one of the meanings of the Lover's card for me anyway is like successfully passing the test. It's not just about, you know, love or romantic love, but a lot of times I've seen it come up like you've passed the test, you've achieved the goal. Like, things have been rough. You've come to this moment where you can actually move on, or, you know, pass the grade, if you want to say. And that's like one of the things with the Lover's card. That's like achieving your goal, passing the test, you know, making the grade, so you can move on from this pattern. And I feel like this is what that card is saying. Like, here's your chance to pass. Here's your chance. All the information's here. All everything you need is here. Between the two of you, you both can pass, if that makes sense. Because I don't think either of you were enjoying the patterns you have, but we all have patterns. Everybody has patterns, I'm sorry. That's really how I view it. And it's all about working through and identifying your own and helping others through theirs. And I feel like this is really a great thing here. Done? All right, I'm going to stop drawing. How long did I go? 20 minutes? That's not too bad. I'm going to shut that down there. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead and shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.